Hello folks, today we are going to be looking at some of the combat mechanics for Far Cry 3. Now, basically we're going to start off with a mission which is a tad more linear than the standard combat on the game. So we're just going to take a look at it, and at the moment I have to get onto this ship over here and capture some intelligence from the pirates. So, we'll start off here. Tag this enemy. When you zoom in on any enemy, you can tag them. As you can see there's a skull over this chap's head, and that basically lets you monitor him on the map, what direction he's facing, etc, etc. So we're just going to start off there now, and just going to creep in. Now unfortunately this mission is, it requires stealth, and this isn't optional. You have to go in stealthily here. Now, I've played this through once already, and I find it very, not so much linear, but I just think it's a shame that they went with forcing the player's hand on how they approach missions, because everything else is so freeform, and I just feel it really does take from the game so much. Now, that's how you do a takedown. If you get close enough to an enemy, you can press F to launch into melee. So, as I was saying though, I just find that forcing the player's hand into a particular play style on such a freeform game is... I think it's a really bad design choice, but it's still fun to play. So, I'm going in here, and I'm going to creep along here now. Now, if you look on the screen, you can... Oh no, it vanished. Damn. Forget about looking on the screen for a second. Right, so we're just going to creep on in here. Oh shit, there's a guard. Now, thankfully the guards don't have amazing line of sight. You can be about 50 yards away, they won't see you in broad daylight. Which is kind of funny, but you know how it is. I'm going to try and sneak up on this guy here. And there we go, another guard is down. Now, I think this one, the intelligence guys, yeah, it was, so that's good to know. So we're going to creep on in here and hopefully take out a few more of these guards without being detected. Now, as you can see, it looks beautiful, beyond all belief, and the way the combat feels very fluid, very quick, and I like the takedown system. It's, yeah, it really does work beautifully. Now, to loot a body, you have to press E, and there you go, $10. Cheapskate. There is one thing I don't particularly like, that I've already explained in the other video, the glowing bodies. It really does break the immersion for me, but we'll overlook that for now and continue on with the mission. So, moving up here. Now, while the island does do very beautiful visuals, textures on metal items and stuff, I think look a bit crap, to be completely honest, but given that the rest of it looks so fucking beautiful, I'm overlooking that. Forget it, it doesn't matter. So, creep up here. Now, oh, look at this, somebody left an explosive barrel lying around. How thoughtful. Okay, now we got an enemy over here, so just gonna zoom in and tag him. There we go, he's tagged, and on here. Oh, now that was beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And there we go. Now, the stealth does, while it's fluid, it is a little too easy. You get within 5 feet of somebody and you can stab them to death instantly. But just for the sheer hilarity of the animations, it is kind of fun to do. So, some points lost there, but overall, I like it. So, just gonna take this, and, oh no, change my gun by accident there. second frequency code. Alright, so we're going to creep in here and get up onto the deck of the ship. Now, it's really so beautiful when you come out into the daylight. It really is. So, yeah, that's another little here now. Got a crate here. Shutter shades. Woo! So, here we are now, and just going to scope out the front of the ship here to see if there's any enemies, anything that could spot me and ruin this little mission. Nope, nothing at all. So, we're going to go up here. And nope, no enemies up here either. Okay, just go along here. Now, if anybody's played the first Far Cry, they'll notice that this is a homage to the one of the missions in that. One of the early missions where you crept into a ship. So kudos to the developers for actually doing that little thing there. Must say it really does. They do pull it off quite nicely, and yeah, it's quite good. Now we got an enemy here who's looking my way, so I need to be careful. Okay, he's tagged, and he's the last radio operator, as far as I can see. So just gonna wait for him to turn around. Waiting, waiting, waiting. Also, when you tag somebody, you can see them through the wall. Now, again, it breaks immersion, but it's one of those things you can live with, and I think it does make the game a little more interesting to play. But for realism effects, I think it takes away from it a little bit. So I'm going to creep up on this guy here and take him down. So,
down hot.
Okay, that's another one down. Hopefully no alarms are going to be raised, or I'll have to restart the mission, because unlike everything else in the game, if you do something against the mission rules, it will restart the mission from the first part, which would be the guy I killed on the beach. Now, not a great feature, really limits how the game plays out, but yeah, I'm not really particularly impressed by that, and I think the developers should have put a little more thought into how that would affect the immersion of the game. So we're going to move up here anyway, and coming up. Now, I must say this has been optimized beautifully for the PC as well. Not a hint of any console thing except for the UI, and I just think it's really, really good. So there we go. And so creeping in, and right, here we go. So, creeping back in there now, and I'm not really sure where I'm going. Just gonna look on the minimap. Yeah, I have to go up the decks a little bit there. Just gonna go up here and hopefully get onto the ship proper. Now, really is such a beautiful game. So I'm gonna creep up here and hopefully come on what I need to get upon. Now, one thing that is annoying me about the game, there is very few actual character models for the enemies, and they're all wearing the same color. The original Far Cry, you had multiple enemy types, like wearing different outfits, different hats, different looks about them. This, I think there's all of 5 or 6 different character models, and it's a little lazy given how beautiful the rest of the game is, but hopefully you'll be able to get mods or something at some stage to change the character models. I'm hoping somebody will go and do that. So yeah, that's pretty much it. The mission's completed. Now, I'm going to break the video here and go to a normal combat mission. Okay.